Hey. Welcome to the Jamez Report. It's Tuesday, so you know it's time to drop the video. I'm trying to stick to that schedule of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes I drop one on Saturday just to switch it up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. As always, if you like this video, like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do not be shy to voice your opinion. That all being said, I just finished up watching Monday Night Raw. Actually, it wasn't that bad of a show. Monday Night Raw was kind of hit and misses. So this wasn't really a hit. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was just right there. It was just right there in the middle. Right there in the middle, which is where the Mortal Kombat movie ranks, the new one in my book. That all being said, so what happened last night? They open up with the story of Braun Strowman coming out and helping Drew McIntyre against Mason T-Bar. It shows them taking the masks off of Mason T-Bar. And those of you who watched my last video, I expressed my concerns with them taking the masks off of Mason T-Bar. And they came out maskless in this match. It was Braun Strowman taking a handicap match against these guys. So to me, this was kind of like lazy writing at first. I was like, it's the same thing, just with a different wrestling. You knew it was going to be the same outcome, and it was. It was the same exact steps. Braun Strowman would fight Mason T-Bar. This time, Mason T-Bar don't have a mask on. They would then get the upper hand on Strowman. Drew McIntyre would come out and help Braun Strowman. And then they ended up in a tag team match against Mason T-Bar. And then then Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman would lose by count out based on a miscommunication by Drew and Braun, giving T-Bar and Mace yet another victory over the two of them. This was just the same storyline that we seen last week. Happened at the beginning of all this week, but it set up the match to come for the main event, which would be Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. And if Braun Strowman won, he would be added to the match at WrestleMania Backlash for the WWE World Heavyweight title, and it would become a triple threat match instead of just Drew versus Bobby again. So I like that little twist on it. I like the way they kind of twisted that around. The match overall between Braun Strowman and McIntyre was actually a really solid match. It was arguably maybe the best match on the card last night. Braun Strowman did a suplex off the top rope on Drew McIntyre. Bobby Lashley MVP, and man, MVP lives up to his name. MVP. He lives up to his name. To watch him throughout the match, he was excited. He was reacting the way he should have been reacting. He didn't. Obviously, Bobby and MVP did not want to become a triple threat match. So, towards the end of the match, Bobby Lashley would distract the ref right when Strowman was about to hit his power slam on Drew McIntyre. MVP would pull Drew McIntyre down. Braun Strowman would then hit MVP off the apron. Bobby Lashley would jump down. Drew McIntyre is setting up for the Claymore kick. And Mason T-Bar would interfere, costing Drew the match because then Strowman would hit his power slam. So now we have a triple threat match at WrestleMania Backlash. Strowman versus Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE World Heavyweight title. I really feel like Bobby needs to get this win. I'm a big supporter of Bobby Lashley. Nothing against Drew McIntyre, but he's had his time. He ran all last year of 2020 as the World Heavyweight title holder. And I don't think the right time for Braun to be a world champion. We've seen his run as the Universal Champion on SmackDown. It wasn't that memorable. Braun's kind of one of those guys, like, he's better at chasing the belt than he is at holding the belt. So I really feel like Drew should take the loss at Backlash. Then you have Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman 1-on-1 on the next pay-per-view. That's just my opinion now. Next, Charlotte Flair would be reinstated by Sonya Deville, who's usually on SmackDown, but she made a special appearance going behind Adam Pearce's back, which has been something that's been happening where Sonya's kind of playing the heel management. and you see Adam Pearce playing the babyface in the management department. And I really love Sonya Deville. I love her character. I loved her before that whole incident happened with the stalker, when she was playing Daddy DeVille, and she was really becoming a star. She was really beginning to stand out. She took the ball that WWE gave her and she ran with it. She had to take some time off for that mishap, and it's understandable. But she's back now, and it's only a matter of time before she gets back in the ring. Before she gets back in the ring and becomes Daddy DeVille once again. But the whole alignment with her and Charlotte Flair was a nice touch. It kind of reminded me of Sonya kind of puts me in the female version of Paul Heyman. You know, the way she dresses with the suits, and she be out there looking fly. Don't disrespect the suit game. You hear me? Don't disrespect her like that. She's out here. She's dressing better than Adam Pearce. She's not dressing better than Bobby Lashley, but it's a back and forth. She out here looking fly on out here. But she reinstates Charlotte Flair, and I really enjoy how they're handling Charlotte Flair. She's not coming out as so much as the queen no more. Yeah, she still has the robe, but it's like she made this adjustment in her character. She looks different. I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe it's the way she's wearing her hair or what, but she looks so much different than she did just a couple months prior. She's still claiming to be the queen, but she's not dressing in the fancy robes and like the big, outstanding fancy robes. It's more sleeker. It's a different style. It's kind of like a businesswoman, a modern day queen, if you will. I know a lot of people hate Charlotte. I know a lot of people don't want to see her with the title. But that's the way it's going. Because Rhea Ripley is looking weak. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it right now. Rhea Ripley does not look like a champion. She's not looking comfortable out there. I don't know, it's just she's not used to the main roster atmosphere, which has been noted on several occasions, more than once. That main roster is way different than NXT. And the thing is, Rhea Ripley's not walking around as a confident champion. She's not walking around as a heel champion. Yeah, she aligned herself with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler last night, but she's not walking out around with her head held high. It's like she's got her head held low, like she doesn't really want to face nobody for the title, and she's not really confident in who she is. You can hear it in her lines. You can kind of see it in the ring work last night. She looked like the weaker of the two of her team. She looked like the weaker of the two, and this is just my opinion. But they got to get her to have confidence in herself. Yes, she's the Raw Women's title championship holder. She's the Raw Women's champion. She beat Asuka at WrestleMania without any build-up, under understandable circumstances, but without any build-up, without any believability in the story. Asuka wasn't that memorable of a champion either. So you tell me, the Charlotte haters out there, you tell me who should be champion, not because you like them, based on the in-ring work, based on the promos that they give, based on do they draw you attention or not, based on everything that goes into being a champion. Who is on Raw right now that you look at and go, it should be a champion? It sure the heck isn't Mandy Rose. It ain't going to be Dana Brooke. It's not Lana. It's not Naomi. It could be Shayna Baszler, but they got Shayna Baszler so watered down anymore that she's going to have to work her way back up to be a considerable champion. It's not any of them people. I'm sorry, but Charlotte Flair is the one that makes the most sense to be champion. She walks like a champion. She talks like a champion. She acts like a champion. Everything she does is a champion. Pure and simple. She has the confidence. She has the arrogance. She has the cocky attitude of playing a heel character. People hate her, so she has to play a heel. It's almost impossible to make her a babyface. So it only makes sense that, eventually Charlotte Flair is going to beat Rhea Ripley for that title. It'll probably be at SummerSlam, but Rhea Ripley's not going to be your Raw Women's Champion forever, and it's not going to be very long before Charlotte Flair finds herself, it may be sooner than SummerSlam, but before Charlotte Flair gets herself back into that championship holding position. It's going to happen, folks. I hate to tell you that. A second thought, no, I don't. I'm just being real with you, and I'm being honest with you. Right now, there's nobody on that Raw Women's roster that can be a champion. Okay, yes, they can be a champion, but they're not going to be as believable. They're not going to be a strong champion. Naomi's been a champion. Can she be there again? Absolutely. But right now she's focused on the tag team and the tag team division, and they're really trying, and Raw was really trying, WWE as a whole really is trying to build on the women's tag team division, and it's something that does need build on. NXT, I think, is really getting it down packed more, where they're kind of getting a couple teams and the tag. I feel like NXT's tag team division. I just feel like NXT as a whole is better than the main roster's atmosphere. At least when it comes to Raw. SmackDown has got a pretty good grasp of who they are. They do a pretty decent job, and I feel like their tag team division is better from a men's perspective. Speaking of tag teams, RK Bro. I've made in past videos my opinion of Matt Riddle. I don't like the man outside the ring. He's very talented. He does kind of have a funny, cool character, but it's just his antics outside the ring that has turned me against him, with always, to me, disrespecting the legends and calling out legends and not really having the respect for them, the which he needs to have. But working with Randy Orton, it was unexpected. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I watched it. I was like, I want to see more of this, because Randy Orton just kind of has that, he's trying to help Matt Riddle out. Matt Riddle's like a kid. It's like watching a dad be a dad with his kid. It's not like Dominic and Rey Mysterio. It's because Rey Mysterio and Dominic's kind of like, they kind of have that dynamic of Dominic's becoming a man and Rey is trying to teach him the ropes. With Randy and Matt Riddle, from what I seen last night, it was more of a, look, kid, I'm going to help you the best I can, but you're annoying the crap out of me. It's kind of like that mentorship where it's like, dude, I'm doing what I'm walking away. But Randy Orton's obviously entertained. But most likely, Randy Orton is going to betray Matt Riddle eventually. And speaking of tag team champions and all that, where's AJ Styles and Omos at? They win the titles at WrestleMania, and they ain't been seen on Raw since. It's almost like Raw don't have a tag team championship at all. But I digress. I want to know where they're at. Where are you, AJ Styles? Where are you, Omos? I want to see you out there. Represent, baby. Show the championship. Hold it high. Come on now. That all said, if you like this video, you got some comments, put them down below. I always make the short, sweet, to the point videos. I'm not very finesse. I don't beat around the bush. I tell you exactly what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking, because this is a shoot podcast, baby. This is a shoot podcast. That all being said, like that video, hit that comment section, hit it up, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any of these videos when I drop them. And everybody have a great day.